Many international students ask about driving in the United States. If you have an international driver's license, then it is possible that you can drive while you're in the United States. Let's say you go to Florida on spring break. It is possible that you could rent a car and drive with your international driver's license. However, it is always easiest to get the documents from the state of Michigan. So to apply for a state of Michigan driver's license, you need to have proof of residency. So typically that is your housing contract if you're living on campus. Perhaps you have a cell phone bill that is being sent to your apartment, or maybe your bank statement is addressed to your apartment here in Allendale. You would take those documents. You also will take your Social Security number or proof that you've applied for a Social Security number. You'll take that with you to the Secretary of State's office. You'll also take your passport, your visa, and your I-20. You'll take all of those documents to the Secretary of State's office. There are many Secretary of State's offices around the state of Michigan. I recommend the one in Hudsonville, which is maybe 10 minutes away from campus. It's not easy to get to by bus, though. You probably will need a friend to take you there. The Secretary of State's office in downtown Grand Rapids, you could get to by bus. Once you're at the Secretary of State's office, you will take a written test. That test, once you've passed the test, will allow you to have a driver's permit. The permit allows you to drive with a licensed driver in the car. So you would be in the driver's seat and a licensed driver would be in the passenger seat. You have the ability to drive for 30 days or longer. On the 31st day is the first day that you can take a driver's test. When my kids did their driver's test, they used integrity testing. You may use any of the testing services in the area. The Secretary of State's office can show you how to find out who will test. But then you'll take the results of the test, of the driver's test, back to the Secretary of State's office, and they'll issue the driver's license. Again, you have to drive at least for 30 days with a licensed driver. If you need longer, that's fine, but the minimum is 30 days with a licensed driver before you can apply for your actual license. So once you obtain your Michigan driver's license, that license is valid in all 50 states, and it is a good idea to get a driver's license. For the first reason is because it's not necessarily a good idea to carry around your passport as your primary source of identification. It's much more difficult to replace a passport than it is to replace your driver's license. The second reason why it's important is that if something happened and you needed to drive a car in a case of emergency, it would be good to be a valid driver in the state of Michigan.